And I'm just going to check here to see who's actually in the room. So we have 6 docs on right away. 76 docs are actually registered for this live training today. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm actually we got 14 people on now, so that's cool. So I'm actually Dr. Ed Osborne. So some of you might know me as the chiropractic philanthropist, the laptop lifestyle mentor. And when I heard about Pruvit and when I heard about keto and exogenous ketones, I was like a little skeptical at first. But I've grown to freaking love this business, but I love the product. And that's kind of why I'm sharing here with our Aussie team. It's a badass team that we have here with Dr. Trent Headlam and also Dr. Scott Batcher. And I just want to make sure that we get a couple logistics out of the way before we get started. This is going to be a quick dive. Like literally, we're going to be here 25, 30 minutes max. We're going to give you everything we got. You want to talk a little bit more about the team. We're going to talk to you one-on-one. We're going to give you an offer to actually sign up and apply to be part of what we're doing here. But first of all, what I'd like you to do is ensure that you can actually hear me. So if you can see me and you can hear me, whoever is watching right now, if you could type in the message box, I think it's on the right-hand side there for you. Just say, hey, Ed, where you're from maybe, and just say, I can hear you loud and clear. And we'll go ahead and get started. If you're having a challenge with any of the audio, hey, Aaron, awesome, perfect. I can see you. Trent can see me, thank you. Andrew, loud and clear, awesome. So some familiar names here too. So perfect, so it sounds like everyone can hear us now. Anyone who's there watching right now, if you can't hear my voice, if you can't have no video, just simply back out of this. Awesome, Kevin, good, what's up? Wow, we got from Dr. Tim from Washington. Okay, so here's the thing. Back out of this webinar and then come back in if you're having any challenges at any time throughout the webinar. One more logistics. As we go through this, we're going to go real quick, deep dive. We all know that most of you are in practice right now, so we want to make sure you get everything that you need. We're going to give you an opportunity to talk to us later. But if you have any specific questions, we want to know so we can prepare, and also we can get back to you and answer those questions. In the chat, you can go ahead and answer those questions, and we'll watch the feed and make sure everyone gets everything they need. All right, so I'm actually going to throw this over here to Dr. Scott Batcher. He's going to share a little bit about his experience and how he learned about Pruvit, and then also how he sucked me into the business too here, and the lifestyle. I would call it more of a lifestyle actually, but I'm going to throw it over to Dr. Scott to give a share.
Hey guys, Dr. Scott here. Who knew this wild and crazy ride that 3 years ago myself and Dr. Trent were sitting down, starting to drink these bulletproof coffees and going, this stuff's good, this tastes great, this butter in coffee, this is nuts. And who knew 3 years later this is where we'd be. So that was about when our ketogenic lifestyle experience started, about 3 years ago. But that time I was experimenting with ketogenic diet, and I won't get into the details of ketogenic because I'm sure most of you guys out there listening know what that is. But dove in, and what happened for me was I felt great. My energies went up, my brain fog cleared, my mental clarity, everything got a lot better. But I actually gained weight. And that was one of the reasons why I started to do that, was to get fitter and stronger and things like that. So it really didn't really do exactly what I wanted it to do. So I put it on the shelf for a little while. And a little bit after that, I listened to a podcast by Tim Ferriss, and he had an interview on there with Dom D'Agostino. I think that's how you say the last name. And that blew my mind. And he talked about this thing called exogenous ketones. And basically what it was instead of having to do an extreme diet or starvation, which are the two ways to get into ketogenesis, you can get into ketosis by drinking a drink. And that blew my mind. So what I did was instantly I got online and I ordered his product. He's got some exogenous ketones. And I ordered it for myself and Trent, and we tried it, and we both went, wow, this stuff is cool. But man, it tastes awful. It is horrendous tasting. No one else is going to drink this, but we were crazy. So, we drank it and got some cool results. That got me into this whole world of exogenous ketones. And this guy, Dom, has patented the formula, and he's released it to 3 companies. First company we tried, awful tasting. The second company, I was extremely not impressed with the quality of the company and the quality of the product. There was a lot of extra preservatives and additives, and it was a sort of like let's say like an isogenics meal replacement type of thing, which I'm really not a big fan of. So then the third one came around, which was Keto OS and Pruvit. And when we finally tried that, it was like, hallelujah, this stuff tastes great, it's amazing, and the results are even better than the other two. So of the three companies on the market, this one is just absolutely brilliant. And since then, it's been a few months, and it's been an absolutely wild ride so far. So that's sort of the story of how we got to where we are now. Just to give you guys an update, what I did is recently I did a 28-day sort of reset for my body. And all I did was reduce carbohydrates, not to an extreme amount, but I reduced carbs, and I trained 5 days a week, which is really not very different than what I normally do anyway. I was just really consistent over that 28 days. And in that 28 days, I lost 5.2 kilos of weight, which is 12 pounds for you Americans listening. And I lost 9 centimeters off my waist. Pretty awesome, extreme change with not that hard of work. So that there's a picture of me there before and after. So you can see October 30th. And then the next one was on November 28th, which was just about a week ago. So that's sort of the results that, you know, a lot of people can expect to see when they start on this program. And do we want to pass it over to Dr. Trent to talk about the actual program of what I followed here to get these results?
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Welcome everybody out there in webinar land. This is Dr. Trent, and thanks for joining us. It's 6 a.m. here on the Gold Coast. I'm just going to turn my screen that way. We've got a nice sunrise coming up there. So yeah, this thing called Pruvit, exogenous ketones. I guess the supplement itself. I mean, you just take it, you put it in a drink, you dump it in, drink it down, and you're in ketosis. And if you're interested in promoting that to your patients, literally that's all they need to do really to get the benefits of being in ketosis. But you know, it's like chiropractic. You know, it's like the adjustment. You know, come in, get adjusted, leave, fantastic. You're going to get great results. Of course, it works every time. But if people actually start to adopt a different lifestyle around, you know, basically healthy living, if they not only just take the product but start to adapt their diet into really it's still a paleo-ish style diet where we're in a higher fat ketogenic diet, that's when the real benefits come along. So I really think it's great because it fits so well with the chiropractic philosophy where it's non-therapy. This doesn't treat anything. Our bodies are meant to get into ketosis on a regular basis, and not just today or you know, next week. We're meant to get into ketosis intermittently every year for the rest of our life. So it's not just for old people, young people, people with diabetes, sick people, healthy people. It's actually for everybody. And this product actually puts you into ketosis straight away. And so it helps you adapt into this lifestyle. And so what we created, Dr. Scott and I have been doing, I'm sure a lot of you guys out there listening are doing the same thing, you know, your traditional sort of eat well, move well, think well type seminars or online programs where you're saying, okay, cool, this is what you eat the real food and you do the exercise and here's your stretching and here's your high intensity interval training and, you know, this is your mindset training. And lo and behold, you've got like 1 out of 100 of your patients who actually do anything with it. And sometimes you feel like you're sort of hitting your head against the wall. And so what we did is we created this program called The Native Way, and I'll get Dr. Ed to put it up in a second. And it's really about, well, it's really the chiropractic lifestyle, but with a little bit of a twist around the ketogenic side of things. And so, of course, taking the Pruvit products and the Keto OS is a big part of it, but it's really the whole lifestyle program online. So as soon as your clients, you know, they go, yeah, sweet, cool, this sounds really good. I want to, you know, either lose weight, get more energy, gain more focus. I'm interested in taking the product. No worries. Here's the product and boom, go to thenativeway.com, register, and it's a free account, and you're going to get access to how to do the ketogenic diet. What's the high intensity interval training? It's in full HD. We've invested time and energy and money in getting into a really pimping program. And so anyone in our team will get they get their name on the program. They get, full use of the program and the logos and all of the intellectual property that goes with it. But the main thing is you're going to get training and the automation training around that in terms of, okay, so we've got this product, which is great. It works extremely well. But actually, how do we get that into the hands of, the majority of our patients? And so we've got automated email series. We're going to teach you how to do Facebook campaigns. All of that stuff is really part of the process of getting involved with our team. We won't go into the program because you guys can all check it out. But Ed, can you just put the program, thenativeway.com, on your screen share?
It should be up right now. I'll make sure that.
There we go.
Yeah, I think I think it's because I'm screen sharing, so that when I'm speaking, it'll show. But everyone can kind of see right now. Yeah, the quality. I know right now it's going to look a little glitchy because this is Google Hangout, and that's kind of the way it works. But I mean, I was super impressed when I saw this and the quality of the video. I mean, honestly, I think I saw it for the first time. I was actually scrolling through Facebook and I saw it and I'm like, wait a second, what is that? And yeah, I was just surprised, or not surprised, but I was pleasantly surprised by the quality of it. And that's kind of one of the first steps that drew me into learning more about ketosis, and then also Pruvit. And I love the system too, because it's one of those things that I always found that was really lacking whenever looking at a business like this, was that how many support. Like, it was all up to me. Like, it was hard, man. It was like another business. So I just find the support is so incredible in this team. I mean, literally, you guys are, well, not just you guys, but everyone in the team is just there to build everyone else up. So I love that community aspect about it. So hopefully that gave everyone enough time to see, while I was ranting, gave everyone enough time to see. I'm going to stop the screen share there, and I'll throw it back to Dr. Trent.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Ed. And I think most people on this webinar have got, you've probably checked out what Pruvit is and Keto OS is. Let's not beat around the bush. It's a network marketing company, and I'm sure just like myself, you, Ed, Scott, probably everyone on this webinar, you guys probably get approached by other network marketing companies, multiple times a week, probably 3, 4, 5, 10 times a week, to get involved with something. And hey, I think in total, I think I've done like 4 things. 3 of them have all, made me maybe $100. And so of course, like, I was extremely hesitant to get involved with something else. But one of my good personal trainer friends introduced me to the product. I tried it, loved the product. He started talking to me about the business, and straight away I was like, you know what? I'm not that interested in doing another thing. But he showed me the results, really, in terms of a business side of things. He showed me the figures, and he was making like $1,000 a week within his first month. I was like, shit, you know what? I could do with another $1,000 a week profit in my pocket. I wouldn't mind that. So I gave it a go. And since starting September 9th, my commission, so this isn't going on anything in terms of like actually selling the product onto customers, because obviously you can put a profit on that. The actual commission that I've made exceeds $1,250 per week on average since I started. And so, you know what, that's nice. And so it's been easy to actually share this then with other people, because that not only do I know that the product itself works, but from a business point of view, I don't want to share something that I don't know is going to get good results for other people. And the way that this business is set up, the commissions, how it is set up, is basically, no one else in the network marketing community, and I'm sure people on this call have been involved with network marketing before, it's never been seen before. And so, Pruvit really is setting a benchmark that is extremely high. So Dr. Scott's going to go through really, if you guys listening, you want to be involved with this, like we want to grow this team. Like we're not here to muck around. We want to get as many docs in chiropractic involved with the Native Way, implementing this program because it's freaking awesome with their clients, with their friends, with their family, reaching outside of your four walls, and start changing more lives. And we want to grow a massive team. Like when I say that I've averaged $1,250 a week, really I want to make this another six-figure income that's, just coming in the back door. And so, guys, we're looking for people to join us, and we're going to be working directly with Dr. Ed. He's really focusing on the automation, and I think, Ed, you can talk about this in a second. But we want you guys involved. So if you're on this call and this, you think this sounds like it's for you, just jump on, and Dr. Scott will go into the nitty-gritty on how you guys get started. But we're going to support you all the way, and we've got people higher up, in the company that have got just such amazing support. And we want you guys involved.
Awesome. I get docs messaging me on Facebook. They want in.
Yeah. I mean,
all right, yeah. Dr. John, we'll get you on. I'll send you a message as soon as we're done. So take it over, Dr. Scott.
Well, so yeah, Dr. Trent went into a little bit about, some of the reasoning why he went in. I think as chiropractors, and this is really the reason I got in, is two things: cash flow and taking time off. How many chiros out there? And I know most of you guys will have to raise your hands to this one, have not taken enough time off this year. And why is that? Because when you leave the practice, no money comes in and you're actually spending money. You're not just losing money by the money you spent on your vacation, but when your practice is closed, it still costs a lot of money. So I did this for secondary income so that when I take holidays, and I want to take a lot more of them, that it doesn't affect my cash flow. That's the big reason for this, guys. And I think, if you're being realistic, within 6 to 12 months from now, if you get on board with this team and you give it some work, guys, don't think that automation is great, but that doesn't mean it's no work. There's some work involved, but the amount of work involved is not what you might expect it to be to really grow an amazing team and get some amazing results, not only with your clients, but also for your back pocket, your cash flow. Not like other network marketing companies. A couple of main differences is you don't have to do Tupperware parties. You don't have to try and get people together on live and do your essential oil parties. This is all I have used to grow this business. That's it. It is so easy. Don't get me wrong, it takes some work, but it is so easy to grow an amazing business with this, and so fun. Dr. Allen, I think he might be on the line. Me and him are just talking all the time now. We went to chiro school together and didn't talk for 15 years. And now we're connected again, getting best buddies again. And so it's just a great way, and so different from your chiropractic office. I think within chiropractic, it seems to be a lot of competition with other chiropractors. This is the exact opposite. You get to grow together and you support each other in just an amazing, different way than you do in practice. So I really love that. And the other amazing difference between this and other network marketing is you never have to buy product. Initially, when you get in, you buy a pack so you can share it with other people, but you never have to buy more product again. If you've been involved with some of the other ones, I'll just throw out the name Isogenics because a lot of chiros know that one. You've got to buy your $300 worth of product every single month, and it grows on that shelf in your kitchen. And 3 years later, you still got product sitting there going, man, what am I going to do with that stuff? You just don't have to do that with this company. It just grows on its own, and you don't ever have to buy your own product. So I think that helps sort of get some of those bugs out of the closet. Some of those things that people are wondering, do I need to create these Tupperware parties? Do I need to buy product every month? No and no. This company's grown to $70 million sales in less than 2 years. So It is a huge company, and it is going crazy. So do you want to speak about the automation, Ed?
Sure. Well, I'll kind of share a little bit about my story, like why, because you already kind of touched on that. We all have opportunities. Like I get opportunities every day. I had 2 or 3 opportunities today, but I only get into any sort of business that I know a couple things. And so Maybe one of you guys can turn on your volume. It's probably Dr. Scott. Do you have your?
I've got earbuds. I've got earbuds.
Oh,
I've got earbuds too.
no, we're getting some feedback. Okay. So yeah, I mean, one thing I had to love the product, and then I also had to be able to have it like that. It was a whole system. So I've been in like other labs, and they were like insane to try and figure out just even the products were insane. Like just trying to figure out the menu of different products. So it's just really simple. And it was something that I could automate, and I could, you know, I could market, I could help other chiropractors do that too. So I know that is like one of the things with MLM is the challenge is yeah, Mike, audio is tough. Hold on, I'm just gonna switch. I'm just gonna switch up my mic.
So, guys, I see a message here. There are a couple of people that aren't chiropractors on. And the premise stays the same for everybody. We're all chiropractors hosting this webinar, but the things that we're talking about here are for other businesses as well. So don't worry about that if you are a gym owner and you're thinking this doesn't apply, because it really does.
Okay, so changed my mic, but it's not gonna make it. But it looks like it's Google Hangout, which is difficult. So I'm gonna give my quick call to action. It's better though. Okay, So I have a button next to this webinar. Click the button. It won't take you away. But you can simply just enter your information. We can actually connect with you, and we can answer any questions you might have. One of the biggest challenges people have with these types of business is finding people who are going to help build it. I suggest that everyone. Yeah, Ryan, it is so. I would suggest. Hold on. Trying to think how I can fix it. You know, I'm just going to go as quick as I can, and then everyone will get the recording anyways. So one of the challenges is getting promoters. Everyone knows tons of chiropractors, so they actually help come on board. We're going to help you actually give them information and support that they need to come on board. We're going to give them the automation. This in a simple way. We're going to give them the marketing, and the support. So all the support, customers. I mean, we're looking at people that are probably inside of your practice. But I can tell you right now, in terms of customers, like people just buying the product, I have not had to get recruit anyone within my family. This is something that everyone knows other chiropractors who can actually see the value in this, and then put them on board. And then we're going to give you the simple system. So that's investing in 5,000 US building up these funnels that we can put online, that our team can actually use. So, Dr. Trent, can you mute your mic?
Yeah, I can do that.
Do you want to try that?
Yeah.
Is that better? No. Dr. Scott, can you mute your mic?
I think when Dr. Trent speaks, it seems fine. Maybe you want to take over, Trent.
All right, guys, go. You can hear me?
No, it's bad, man. Hey, can you just mute your mic for a second there, Dr.
Yeah.
You're fine now, Dr. Ed.
Yeah, I think it's Dr. Trent's mic, someone who was saying. Yeah. And then you're good then. Okay, so I'm just gonna I know repetition. So all right, so I'm just gonna finish this up quick. So the biggest challenges that I see with chiropractors in terms of these businesses is they feel it's going to take them away from their practice. We're not saying that there's not going to be any effort in this business, but what we are saying is that we want to get it to where it's less effort. So almost effortless, but there will be some work that is required. Once I have these funnels and these systems that are built, right, which I'm already testing, and which are already performing, because, you know, in terms of my results, I got a pretty big team already, and I've only been doing this for about 4 or 5 weeks. So I know that it works. But now what I'm focusing on is making sure that it's duplicatable, not just for someone like me, but someone like you, Doc, who's watching this right now. So we want to make sure that you can take what I'm doing, plug and play it, and then just turn it on, whether it be through a Facebook ad or through Facebook marketing or organic posting on Facebook or maybe somewhere else, Instagram, and that you can switch it on. And then what's going to happen is it'll basically just recruit people right into your business. So I don't have time to go out and do, go to people's homes and do the Tupperware parties and all those types of things too. And so that's really what we're focusing on for chiropractors, is helping them get this automated, giving them the marketing strategies and the support they need. And I'll just be honest with you, like straight up. I mean, I got Crohn's disease, man, and I can't take anything. I mean, this stuff is it's hard for me throughout the day. It's like really hard for me throughout the day, and to eat, like to have anything. So when I find something I can actually have, I don't care about what the science says. I don't care what people say about. They put it in their coffee. If I can find something that gives me energy and keeps me focused throughout the day, and it doesn't upset my stomach, and I feel better, then I'll do it all day long. So I mean, that was probably the biggest pull to come into this business, essentially. But I want to make sure that it's in alignment with everyone else who is on this webinar today. We had almost 30 docs on the webinar. People are starting to drop off a little bit. They're probably heading off to their practice. And James has a question there, Dr. Scott, if you want to answer that. And then I'm going to throw this over to, I think Dr. Trent went out. He might come back in a sec. So Dr. Scott, is your mic still off? No, okay.
Sure. Yep. Okay. So guys, I know some of you guys on the line are thinking a couple of things as chiropractors. How clean is this product, guys? It's as clean as it can get. They say that you can take it during pregnancy. So as far as that's concerned, nobody, in the nutraceutical world, nobody says that. Everyone says, oh, if you're pregnant, get away from, they just don't want to take on that risk. These guys say that it's fine. So it is super clean product. It's absolutely incredible. And I know some of you guys are thinking, hey, this sounds okay. I'll probably wait till after Christmas. It's getting into the Christmas season. Maybe I'll wait till January and maybe think about it then. Guys, if you are willing to jump on board and do a little bit of work, it should be fairly simple, and we'll coach you exactly on what to do to make $2,500 before Christmas. And that's American dollars. So that's what we want. If you guys are hopping on the line and wanting to get on board, why not make it $2,500 before Christmas? What kind of difference would that make to your Christmas holidays to have an extra $2,500 American in your back pocket? So if you're thinking about it, I would highly recommend that you do jump on board. And myself and Dr. Trent are even willing to give a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what does that mean? If you get on board, basically you're going to buy an experience pack. That means you're going to get 195 serves, of which the idea is you're going to give or sell 39 5-day samples. Give you an idea of how powerful that can be. Guess how I got Dr. Ed on board? I sent him a 5-day sample. He tried the product, he loved it, and now he's on board. Guys, that's how easy it can be. So utilize that, right? So that's $849. And so once you buy that, you never have to buy any more product. And once you go through the process, we can teach you exactly what to do between now and Christmas. You should have $2,500 in your back pocket. So that's sort of the idea, guys. Do you have a page that they can go to, Ed?
Yeah, if they click on there's a button right next to us, right? There's a button that says become a part of our Pruvit team. Click here to apply. All you got to do is click there. It'll take you to another page. You enter your email, your name, your email, who referred you, and then what we'll do is we're going to connect. I believe someone will be connecting with them. Whoever referred them will be connecting and getting them the information they need to get on board and be part of our team. I know there's some people that are asking about product and which one to select and things like that, but that's probably one of the questions that's best answered on a one-on-one individual basis. Wouldn't you think, Dr. Scott?
Yeah, I mean, to get on board with our program here, what you do is you buy what's called the Experience Pack. So in the Prove It Now website, you go into the top right-hand corner, it says Join as Promoter. In there's 3 choices to make: Family Pack, Experience Pack, or Max Experience Pack. You're going to buy the Experience Pack. or the Max Experience Pack. But we recommend that you get the Experience Pack because it's got a number of different samples in there that you can utilize for people, caffeinated, decaffeinated, orange, and chocolate. So it's the best way to get on board with it. So that's the one you're going to buy to join the team. After that, you never have to buy anything else. And then we train you on exactly what you need to be doing as far as what the different flavors mean, the MCT oil in one versus not in the other. All of that stuff can be answered very, very easily in our trainings. So once you get on board, we can absolutely help you with that. It's a really good, clean product.
Yeah.
So guys, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like my wife, especially, like she was in an MLM business for a good year and a half, and she built herself up really quickly. But it was work. I mean, like literally, she was away every night, like doing, or every weekend training her team. So, I mean, we've kind of tried to make this more automated video recording, support, messaging. I mean, the support is outstanding. But I just want to make sure the docs understand that, they don't have to buy more product. Although I did. I actually went in, I bought more product. I didn't realize that I could use my points to get more product, but I bought it, like whatever. And I mean, I even got stuff for my kids without the caffeine free. I mean, so you'll probably, because you love it, you'll probably get it for your kids and for your family. And but that was one of the big things too, was that I didn't have to continually buy product that I didn't need on a monthly basis, and I could still build a business. It was like a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's probably one of the biggest drawbacks to most network marketing is that you have to buy that product every month, which you absolutely don't have to do. Now, when you guys go in there, I just want to really emphasize, get back to the person that referred you to this webinar. Don't just go and say, oh, I got on Dr. Ed's webinar, I'm going to join up with Dr. Ed. Make sure that you get back to the person that got you onto this webinar and that you write them down as a referrer. That's really, really important. And you'll understand why once you join. So
I have someone, and I think, so Dr. Ryan has just met, he said, hey, I clicked on the referring person's name and it's showing an error on ClickFunnels. No worries. What you can do is you can actually respond to the confirmation link. So when you were sent a link from Webinar Jam, you can actually respond to that link and you can just tell me, hey, Ed, I'm interested, and so referred me, and I'll make sure that we get the information to you. If it's working fine for you, great. If it's not, just go to your email, respond to the webinar link that was mailed to you, message me on Facebook, message Dr. Scott, or message Dr. Trent, and we'll make sure that we take care of you. Not an uncommon thing that we see that sometimes, sites go down, like ClickFunnels will have a broken link or something like that. So that's a common thing. It might be working now. But if not, don't be paralyzed and think that you shouldn't pull the trigger on this, because it does pay to be at the top. Like it does pay to get into this team early. There's a lot of docs who are onboarding and coming onto this, and I've been approached by some of the big names in the profession, and I just never jumped on board. And I know that they're recruiting a lot of chiropractors to come on their team. So yeah, we would love to have you on our team. We want to make this a massive success for chiropractors and chiropractic. And if I think someone else just said, yeah, the referrer's name is giving an error. Yeah, I had another message. So if that's happening, no worries. Go ahead and Facebook message me, reply to the email. I'll even put my email here in the, no, I better not do that. I'll get spammed so bad. So
big one, guys, is to make sure, get back to the person that directly referred you, and they will send you the link straight away. And so jump on there. So guys, I'll back to the 30-day guarantee. I actually didn't go into too much detail about that. If you jump on and buy your experience pack in the next 60 minutes, so that's in the next 1 hour, and 30 days from now, you don't like the product, you don't like the business, you don't like anything about it, what you can do is message myself and Trent, and we will buy that product back from you at retail price. All right, so this is an absolute guarantee, guys. If 30 days from now you do not like it, we will buy that product back, because we sell this product like absolutely crazy. It is absolutely no problem for us to buy that product back, and we'll have it gone within a week.
Yep.
Guys, there's absolutely no reason not to jump on board.
Yeah.
$8.49 to start, and that's the only money you will ever have to dish out. But as Dr. Ed said, you'll probably buy more product because it's awesome.
And that's the thing too, is that, so for those, this is, so you showed up, Doc, you made the commitment to make it here and be on this live training. So you're the one who gets the opportunity of that. People who are getting the replay, you know, and they're watching that 3 days from now, they're not going to get that same opportunity. Is that right, Dr. Scott?
That's right. That's right. That's only for you guys right now. So get on board the keto train.
Yep, you got to jump on and connect with us right away if you want to take advantage of that offer. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's 35 minutes after. We said we were going to go 25, 30, so we've kind of gone a little bit longer. Anyone who has any questions, then you can actually go ahead. So in the funnels, do we get a free campfire video?
Absolutely, James. Yes, you get your own website called Experience Keto. And that is basically the campfire video, and then that's a direct link to your sales page in there, James. So you get 4 different websites, James. So there's so much room for massive email marketing and online Facebook stuff. It's incredible.
And just so that for in terms of the quality of the webinar today, this is more of one of those, what's that saying? Shoot, then point, or something like that. Aim or whatever. So we wanted to get this out there. We wanted to get this up for Carlos right away. But I have a producer who actually does all of my webinars. So the next webinar training that we actually do for this will be produced by someone. It'll be HD and it'll be of incredible quality. And then that is the exact webinar, or one of the webinars, that we'll be using to offer to other doctors that they can actually use to onboard more promoters and more of their team. It'll be, again, like I said, HD quality, no glitches, promise. That's why we do these and test everything, make sure it functions, and then we will make sure everyone can take advantage of it. But Dr. Scott, awesome. I'm excited. This is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, that's, absolutely, guys. So you got 60 minutes from now. So 7:30 a.m., 7:37 a.m. my time. What's that? 12:37 your time, Dr. Ed.
You got it. All right, so peace out, everyone. Have fun.
Absolutely.
And your practice today.
Yeah, guys, get on to it.